Hit it.
Hello, everyone. It's Allyson and Will, the Kilted Quilter from Quilt and Code. We are here with a Nightcap event. So we have this delicious. Hello, everyone. It's Allyson.
See, I saw we were streaming.
We have this delightful drink. All yours.
Oh, okay. In celebration of the Easter season, we have the Cottontail Margarita. It is I would describe it as a pina colada with tequila, and then instead of salt around the rim, it is marshmallow fluff and coconut.
Now you gotta sing the song.
Put the lime in the coconut and mix it all. I don't know the lyrics to that after that. So the link to the recipe is actually in our Instagram post from last night or yesterday afternoon. I think it's pretty good.
It is pretty good.
Especially when, so the recipe itself was a little heavy on the lime and the tequila. So it was a little strong. I didn't mind it too much. My poor lightweight sister begged me to sweeten it up. Just sweetened it up. And so I added a little more pineapple juice. And once you put the marshmallow fluff on it, it's really nice. It's unfortunately, it's a drink that you sort of have to chew. And I usually only have that with Guinness.
Oh. So it has what, 2 different liqueurs in it?
It has tequila and there's a liquor and a liqueur. There's tequila, and I used my favorite, the Two Fingers tequila, and my new favorite. And then the other is the triple sec. And I have to apologize, Mom. I spent an extra $5 on the triple sec because that bottom shelf Arrow and De Kuipers is so bad. If you remember the peach schnapps that we got, that was just so bad. Yeah. That's because it was the cheap. And this was,
you decided not to go cheap.
This was the next step up. If I'd gone like not cheap, it would have been $30 for a bottle of Contro, and I'm not going to do that.
We only drink like once a month,
right?
So it's
like. but at the same time, I'm so frugal.
Right?
It's like this in the ABC store. The tequila still had a pink tab, so it was on sale.
Right.
So I saved the $5 on the tequila and spent that on the triple sec, and I had to test the triple sec because I was hoping that the $5 was the right choice. It really was. The triple sec's nice.
It is very good. It is. It's very nice. My thing is that I would probably go a little less on the lime juice. But that's me. And then he's like, well, if you go less on the lime juice, then it's not a margarita anymore.
No. I needed the lime juice to be a margarita. I understand going less on the lime juice.
It was just a bit.
For the whole pitcher, there was a quarter cup of lime juice. And lime juice is bitter. And it overpowered the pineapple.
That's okay. So he took care of it by putting a little bit more pineapple juice.
And because it has, canned coconut milk, which doesn't have sugar, it's unsweetened.
Right.
It didn't have anything to sort of balance out that lime.
Right.
Usually in a margarita, you have simple syrup that's going to balance out the lime.
Yeah. So anyway, it's delicious. Cheers.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter. Okay, now you may tell your Easter joke. I'm going to let you do it.
I'm allowed to tell the Easter joke?
Okay, but you're going to keep it, and just go with it. It's just an Easter joke, and it just laugh. Okay?
So tomorrow is Passover, when we observe the crucifixion of Christ, and then he's put into his hole. And then on Easter, he emerges from his hole, and if he sees his shadow, there's 2,000 years of strife. And unfortunately, he's been seeing his shadow.
So, you're mixing up 2 different holidays.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, Passover is...
That's how I heard it.
But Passover
Wait a minute.
is a Jewish holiday.
No.
Passover and Groundhog's Day.
Oh, right.
He's seeing 2,000 years of strife.
I
think it's cute. I mean, you could have done a bunny joke, but that's okay.
I don't have any bunny jokes.
You don't have any bunny jokes? Okay.
Can't think of any bunny jokes.
So Ellen says hi.
Hi, Sue Ellen. I hope you are doing well. We are having a little bit of fun tonight already. So we had a rough month of March. I don't know how many other people had a rough month of March, but
It's all your fault.
it's a rough month. We went to, it started off great. We went to Hampton, Virginia, and had a great show in Hampton, Virginia at the Mid-Atlantic Quilt Fest that you guys are still seeing. I mean, the quilts there were just so astonishing. I mean, I liked it more than the modern quilt show, the Quilt Con that I went to in Raleigh. I mean, quite simply because modern's not my thing. I like a little bit of modern, and the modern was cool. But I think it's the more traditional flowers that I like. And so
This is as modern as you should kind of sort of want to go.
Yeah, I sort of don't go very modern. I realize now, okay, I thought I went modern. I don't go modern. So the Mid-Atlantic Quilt Festival was wonderful. So we get back, and the next day he didn't feel good. And so he comes down with COVID. Lanny and I were fine.
It was my first bout.
Yeah.
And luckily I had, every
triple shot.
Triple. I had every vaccine they would give me. I even did the Moderna and what's the other one? The Switch.
Uh-huh.
So the two brands, because there was
you were getting
some there was something about the efficacy of the two of them mixing made it better. Pfizer, right? So I got the two of them, and I was pretty good in 48 hours. Still a little congested, but I can't tell whether that's.
Wait,
how do you zoom in?
A little bit, yeah.
You have to come up here to the camera. Grandma's running the camera today, and she wants to zoom in a little bit.
Say hi to Grandma, everybody.
Yes,
so
you'll have to.
Pretty soon it's gonna.
Right, you'll have to turn the lens, and if you want to turn.
Not there. Up front.
Yep. And so if you want to turn to look at it, there you go. There you go. She'll get it. Don't worry about her. She'll get it.
We are experiencing technical difficulties.
So anyway, he came home. He got COVID, so he was out for a week. Just because we were like, we don't want anything to do with it.
Turning the right one. There's like 2 or 3 things you can turn there.
There we go.
Good?
Yeah.
And then tap on one of our faces and it should autofocus. Something like that.
So anyway, he was better within a couple of days, but we didn't let him come back for a week. So, and then Mom got it. And then Dad got it, and then Mom got it.
No, I think I got it.
And then in the middle of my recovery from COVID, my knee did its thing again.
Oh, right, right. So, I mean, he just stayed home for a week, which meant that Lanny and I were pretty much running the shop on our own because we were like, just stay away. I mean, there's no sense. I don't want to get anybody sick. So we just said, stay away, don't come near us. And it worked out just it worked out just fine to the point where Lanny and I were like 14 days without any type of break whatsoever. And so that was hard.
Yeah. And I don't want to be, I don't want to be ageist, but quilting tends to be a hobby of older people.
And so we don't want to get you sick.
Which is unfortunate because
we've had too many friends die from COVID. It's just not worth it. We literally, the family has had too many friends die from COVID. And one died from COVID is too many.
Yeah, a lot of them were quilters.
And a lot of them were quilters. And so we just it's not worth it. So anyway, we slowed down big time in March. And so we apologize for that. And we had several cancellations for lives. We had several cancellations for classes. And it broke our hearts, but we couldn't do it all. So now we're back to full steam. And things are really getting back to normal and into the swing of things. We have now scheduled a class that's a beginning quilting class starting on April 9th. And we're back doing all our lives. In fact, today on my Wander Lane live, it's okay. On my Wander Lane live, I finished my Happy Spring. And so if you're interested in that, just go to this morning's video, or it's been going for 3 weeks. This is a 3-week project that I was doing. And in this case, I was taking the Wander Lane. I have the sheet down here somewhere. Anyway, the Wander Lane books have, it's a Bach of the Month type program, but it has a whole bunch of projects for each month. And so this type of project could be a pot holder or it could be a variety of things. And so I've been taking those projects every month and trying to find different ways to use them. And so I took this one is taking off of last month's Valentine's hanger. I needed a new one for the door. So, and I put I didn't have it. I gave it to Will and I said, I want happy spring and I want it right there. And he put it into the embroidery machine within 15 minutes of me bringing it down to him. And it was on the door.
That was an easy one. I'm still trying to figure out what the customer wants on the other one.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes embroidery projects are just not as easy as,
definitely not as easy. If it's a company logo that they want, or it's a company name that they want in a specific way, or your space is very limited, then it becomes difficult.
Right.
So
let's see, what else have we accomplished this month? So I will start. We have accomplished Mom finished, and Mom, you might need to get up and make the screen bigger. If you take your cottontail and get it out of the way, good. Be careful of it. Right. There we go. And then Mom's going to move us back away and might need to move us up just a little bit. So Mom finished, Mom and Marilyn finished this one. And so this is our Rose using the 10 Sisters printed grid interfacing. And so you do a whole bunch. It looks like it's really hard. You do a whole bunch of 1.5-inch squares for this particular grid. And then when you sew them all together, like you iron them down. So you put your puzzle together, iron it down, and then you sew. And then this is what ends up being the final project. And I think they did a fantastic job. And so we have the 10 Sisters grid. Now you've seen the 10 Sisters grid. It's a great way to use the little to make little 1/2-inch squares. In fact, we did that with our Caroline the chicken for a project that we were doing with the little 1/2-inch. We made a little pincushion with Caroline, and I didn't have a pattern for that. I just said, this is what I want. And I could do that because it was just blocks. I mean, what a way to be able to create your own designs.
Speaking of own designs.
Yes.
With the grid in mind, we have the,
yes.
Am I on?
Yeah, we'll sit for a second. There you go. Okay. Tell me what you're working on.
In May, the Bigfoot Festival will be in Marion, North Carolina. Unfortunately, we will not be able to be a vendor because I've been keeping an eye on it, and the date jumped around on me a little bit, and I didn't get our information in time. But in celebration of that, we are going to have some Bigfoot panels from Riley Blake, and we will have a new gridded Bigfoot design that I will put my mother to work on when she can finally get done with some of the other commissions that she's got to deal with.
It's
and
so
if that
cute
doesn't happen,
now.
I might have to do it myself.
And did you actually designed that one?
Well, no, not really. I utilized a pixelated Bigfoot art that was already out there, and then
but then he added
put it on the grid, and then I added some trees and other stuff behind it. So you would switch over there.
Yeah, so you switch over there, so it'll say camera and small camera or something like that in the lineup. Okay. We're going to teach her. She's going to do just fine. So, and then a couple of other things that have come in. Oh, wait. Well, you should talk about the owl.
In keeping with last month's live, when we did it live from the hotel room, and we had decided that we were going to kit this owl once I had it done, and I managed to get the borders on it just before we left, and we didn't get a chance to show it. We showed it. I think we had showed this.
Yeah.
And so this owl quilt is kitted up now, and I've
2 left.
and there are only 2 left.
That's it.
It didn't last long.
Like the dragons and the owls have been our fastest selling items ever. I mean, the cats went way back when. The cats went really quick, but
right. But the owls and the dragons took nearly no time at all. So, like I said, 2 kits left, and
do we have panels still left?
We have. I don't think we have any panels left.
No, that's right. We had to take it off the wall.
We sold all the panels.
Panels were gone, except for the ones that are in the kit.
Ones that yeah. So, and I mean, even the border fabric's gone.
Yeah. I mean, like, wild. That's awesome for us because then it's not hanging around the shop for years, but wow, wild. And then over here, we have 2 new things that have come in. I'm going to move.
Step out of the way of the
center. So we have this one. I can't remember what it's called, that just came in. This one is the luminescent leaves. And it has some gorgeous coordinates that go with it and a pattern. And so that's going to be coming, that sample is going to be coming out really, really soon. And then this one also has a pattern with the sample that's going to be coming out really, really soon. And it has some gorgeous coordinates. And this one is a parrot habitat, and it's by Benertex. So Benertex and Benertex, I think.
Yep.
So we got some new stuff in from Benertex this week, or the last couple weeks. We've got some stuff in from Benertex. And today, the Moda Shoreline came in, which is much like the Nantucket that was last year's. Blues and greens and just absolutely gorgeous. So if you enjoyed Nantucket last year, then this is what you want to be looking forward to this year. So we have 5 bolts of that are really gorgeous.
Yeah, the colors I think are in the like Williamsburg color line, like Williamsburg green and.
Oh no, you brought up the owls. I mean
I brought up the coordinates for the parrots.
Yeah.
Oh no, there's the leaves too. I didn't bring up
it over. Don't show that other thing on top first yet. First jet, drink. Yeah. So this is the coordinate that goes with.
Make sure that's not
under
there.
The luminescent leaves, right there. So I'll put that right. But it has several others too, and it's got a really cool pattern that's going to go with it. And then these both go with the parrot habitat, but there's some solids or not solids, they're really blenders that go with that parrot habitat as well.
They're pearl-ish.
Right.
They don't have like a pearlescent ink to them, but they have a design that makes them look pearled.
Right. And then we got a whole bunch more dots in. So if you're a polka dot fan like me, I mean, like that's not even it. This is we got like 8 of them. And so, but all of them are such wonderful. Scoot them more towards me. So I'm gonna hold them because I don't know about my drink. Perfect. And so they're all dotty. In fact, I think they're called dotty or something like that. Dazzle dots. They're called dazzle dots. And so we have that whole collection. And then let's see what else. Okay, wait. You can't show that yet. That's last. It's last.
That's last? Okay.
It's last. Okay, so I've been doing my lives, my Facebook, YouTube lives, and my Monday live. It was supposed to be this like small notebook cover, but it's grown, and it's also grown over weeks too. Like when we started that project, and Sue Ellen will tell you, when we started that project, my project was like this big, and it was like, I don't even know what colors I'm going to use. I'm not sure what I'm going to do here. And now I want to give it away. So it's now going to be a notebook cover on the, in fact, Mom, if you're able to get the small camera going, it would be best.
This is virtual camera, isn't it?
I think no.
You should be able to.
Yeah, Willard will come over there and help you, maybe.
Don't.
Oh, it's on there.
There we go.
So.
Did you just not?
Oh, they're not showing. It's not.
Whoop. Put it like that.
It's not on deck.
It's not on deck.
So.
Uh-oh, he's walking in front of the camera. You walk in front of the camera, dude.
With all of the stuff in this room, how am I supposed to do otherwise?
So I'm using my oops. I'm using this as a sort of an example of what I want to do, and that is that I'm doing a 3-ring binder. This is my 3-ring binder that holds my current class or ideas in there. And so, but you can see how I was kind of going with the pocket and that type of thing. And so if you have not joined us for our Monday Live or seen any of our Monday Lives, this is what's happening. And so I'm making, it actually goes like this.
Okay, walking in front of the camera again.
Walking in front of the camera.
It's belly dancing.
So, all my stuff fell out of my notebook when I brought it over here. Okay. Yeah, it's one of those days. It's been that kind of day since I woke up this morning. So anyway, if you haven't joined us, I have been able to touch on a ton of stuff. One, I'm using a ton of hankies. Okay, so I've cut those apart and shown you how to cut those apart. I've shown you how to put those into the notebook cover. And then I also did some reverse applique here, showed you how to stitch that down. And then I have all of a sudden...
in front of the camera.
It's not in front of the camera. Yeah?
Better?
Still not?
Yeah, now it's showing up in the corner.
Excellent. And so down here, it has some, it may not work. Down here, I have some hand embroidery.
No, it was showing.
It's showing. And so I am learning, I'm brand new, okay? Brand new, guys. I'm brand new at hand embroidery. And so these are probably, my 15th and 20th through 20th flowers. I mean, like, I haven't, maybe I've done 40 lazy daisies.
Sue Ellen says it's so SEW pretty.
Right? Right? And so I'm sort of like, I'm not sure I can give this up. Joyce just didn't know what she was doing when she handed me this project and said, here, go for it and do it online. It was her specific instructions. She goes, I want you to do it online.
It's all handkerchief.
And it's all handkerchiefs. So and I have a whole box full. And so we're just getting started. I've done a bag and I've done this and I have a whole box full. And I promise that next Tuesday, because I'm not going to do a Monday, we're going to take a day off. I promise that next Tuesday, we'll at least get the top together. Right? I'm promising that, so it's going to happen. So that's my box for the hanky challenge. And
She's committed now.
I am. And that's a good thing. I need to be committed.
Or should, yeah, well.
You need to be committed.
I didn't say it.
Yes, I need to be committed. And after the month of March that we had, I sort of felt like that would be a good thing for me, is to be committed. It was a month, and anyway. So the last thing I have to show is that the sample for the spring mini is now complete. And so I think it's kind of better than I could have ever imagined. And so there she is. I mean, I'm so excited. Okay, so the deal with this project is that...
we did it wrong.
We did it wrong.
Yep, down below.
Oh, wait.
Dun, 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 dun.
So the deal with this project is that we're actually going to be offering the pattern online. And so the pattern will be online, but the box with all the gorgeous colors and hopefully our laser cut, she's coming tomorrow to show me what she's done so far, is going to be able to laser cut our stuff for us. But hopefully everything will be ready to go. If you were to purchase our box, it will have everything. The threads are here. It will have needles for you because it's the threads are calling for a microtex needle. So we're going to provide those for you. We're going to provide all the fabric for the back and the binding and the borders and everything for you. We're going to provide a few other extra little goodies that will help make the project fun in our box. And we have teamed up with Tulsi Rose Teas. And so with the Blue Project, you're getting a blueberry tea to enjoy this experience. And with the Pink Project, of course, I don't have a sample for that yet. We're going to have a peaches and cream tea to go with that. And so we're trying to create a sewing experience.
Now, how do I get rid of the little camera?
And now you go back. You can probably just fade right over. And you good?
Yep.
Excellent. Look at her go. She's becoming an expert. And so that's what our April shindig is. I am going to start that. I'm giving you the date tonight. On April 18th. April 18th is Customer Appreciation Day. And so I thought we would start that, and it's online. And so everything will be online, and then the patterns will come out, one at a time. And because the whole point of this mini project is that it's taken in mini chunks. Anyone can do a 5-inch square. Anyone. Okay. And so that's the whole point of this, is that I am going to teach you how to do this, and you're just going to take it in little chunks. And you even have 2 or 3 days to get each little chunk done. And that way we can all do it together. It's a manageable project where, everybody can collaborate and that type of thing. And like I said, it's going to be online, so you'll be able to see everything as it goes. And
I can even do that block.
Right.
This one right here.
Will can even do this block right there.
I can do this block.
Yep, that block right there.
And this block.
There's 10 blocks I guarantee you can do.
See?
Yeah, because there's nothing in them. And so that's the whole point, is to get our applique skills up and going. And I will start with the easiest blocks first, just so that you have the opportunity to take it slow and get it done. And as you know, I love applique, but the reason why I'm doing applique for the spring mini this year is because when I did my mini from last year, which was all pieced except for one applique block, the applique block was what everyone watched and wanted. Like, people were like, where is that pattern? Where is that pattern? And I was like, okay, I'm getting it. I had a lot of problems last year with getting it to size and being able to get it out to folks. And so this year we have hopefully worked out all those kinks. So that's coming on April 18th. The boxes, though, I'm hoping will go out around the 10th. I have just about everything. And so I'm hoping those will go out the 10th. If not, they'll get there by the 18th, I promise.
Now, a couple of other things coming up in April. You've got Greenville.
We do. So we're going to be down in Greenville. So if you're down in the South Carolina area, we're doing the Quilt Fest in Greenville. And Greenville, South Carolina, right? And so we'll be there from the 18th through the 20th. Super Saturday is on the 13th. So come in and get your next block. If you want to start that Super Saturday project, the deal is you pay $10 for your first day and your first block. And then you come in, if you come in the next month with a finished block, either on the Saturday, the Super Saturday, or the Wicked Wednesday. So the Wednesday is on the 17th. You come in for either one of those days and you bring in your completed block, you get the next one free. So conceptually, you could get a whole quilt for $10. If you've missed the 6 that are up to them, well, then we'll either give you a deal or they're $5 a piece, right?
Depending, we have
you could make a quilt for.
We have a bring a friend or find a friend,
right?
And then we also have our first flash sale.
Ooh.
We will be experimenting with the idea of a flash sale. We won't tell you yet what's going on sale.
Yeah, we will. Kits are going on sale.
But I wanted him to take that kit.
It's going to be gone.
That's right. This kit, the owl kit, could be gone before the flash sale.
Right.
So act now.
Kits
limited quantities.
Sale.
This is
and there's only 2 left.
It's an original. You can't find it anywhere else.
He designed it. So, and it's gorgeous. And so if you want that, you better get it now because the flash sale's on Thursday. Next Thursday. So it's 6.
A week from tonight.
At 6:30 next Thursday. No, 6. At 6 next Thursday because I don't have piano lesson. We have to work that in.
So that'll
6 next week.
That'll go live, and it'll be 15% off kits for 48 hours. And that's it.
And they can be ordered online.
They can be ordered online.
Everything's going to be online.
Yep.
It's a live sale.
Again, free
online.
shipping on orders over $100.
And we'll try and provide, some of those little incentives, like this one would really use this ruler well. That'll get you to your $100 for free shipping. This one would really use this thread really well.
Right.
So we'll work it out so that you guys can get your free shipping. That's what we're trying to work out. And then I forgot totally about a sip and stitch. So one of the reasons why this gorgeous baby right here, which has all this hand embroidery and that gorgeous baby that has all that hand embroidery is because my mom is teaching a very special hand embroidery class called Sip and Stitch. And it's happening.
The camera woman.
Right, the camera woman, my mom, grandma, is teaching the Sip and Stitch, and she is teaching us hand stitches. And so this one right here, I know that she already put up the little camera.
Fade again.
This one here, fade again. There you go. And now the sun's in the way, so I'm gonna move this over here. So sun is just in the right angle, and
You're good.
I'm good. Okay, so all this little hand, I've only been doing hand embroidery for maybe a month. And so all this little hand embroidery is all me. And I only ripped out one stitch. And the reason why I ripped out that stitch was because I used the wrong color thread. Okay, that's the only reason why I ripped it out. It's because it wasn't the same color green. It was that leaf right there.
True. True story. And you're sticking to it.
True story. It's a true story. And so all this hand embroidery here and all that hand embroidery over there has been in the last month. And it's because my mom's teaching me. And so I know I'm not perfect yet. Everything takes practice.
I'm not perfect either.
But I love it. I am absolutely in love with how this turned out. So this is not hand embroidery. That's Will and his machine embroidery. I just set it up. It's not my machine embroidery. I had very little to do with that. All I did was make it in the right spot. So that's happening on Thursday from 10 to 12. And you do not have to do, our project. You could do any type of hand sewing that you want to do. If you want to learn how to bind, if you want to learn how to whatever, just come on in. And Mom and I are just hanging out on Thursday morning sewing and just having good conversation and drinking Tulsi Rose teas. And yeah, that's what we're doing.
It's every other Thursday.
Every other Thursday. So it'll be the 4th and it'll be the 18th this month. And so let's see, what else are we doing? Oh, and at the end of the month, Lanny and I are heading to H&H Americas, which is a huge vendor conference.
That's the first H?
That's the first H, I guess.
Huge
H&H conference. I thought QuiltCon in Raleigh, like when I walked in there that morning to check in and get ready to go, it was, I just have to tell you the story. When we were in New York City, we took the kids to see New York City. And so we were staying in Newark, it was Jersey City. We were staying in Jersey City, so we had to go in the subway. The sub. I don't know if I've had enough of you or not.
I don't think so. I think, take a swim.
So we took the subway into New York City. We were going to take Rebecca to her Broadway dance class because she was really into dance. And that's the whole reason why we were going, is we wanted to go to Broadway dance. And she's still into dance. And so we were taking Rebecca to Broadway dance. Well, okay, we thought that the best, everyone told us that you should get off here and go there. And we were like, oh, it'd be so much easier to go here and then there, because it was closer or something. We should never have done that. So it was 8 o'clock in the morning, and we were
New Yorkers get a bad rap, but you listen to them when they talk about the underground.
Exactly. And they were the sweetest. We're talking, we had no problems. Anyway, so we get there, and we went down, I don't know what it's called, Mom, you'll have to tell me. I know it was a subway, but we got into Wall Street. We were down in the Trade Center area, okay? The working part of New York City at 8 a.m. in the morning. And we get off the subway, and there are 10 escalators. And all 10 escalators are going up. And you could not move, but with whatever traffic was going that way. And so Lanny had Rebecca and Jeremy, and I had Derek, and he was 10 feet ahead of me. And he's looking back and I'm like, I'm fine. I'll see you at the top. It's all good. And this guy looks over at me. He goes, do you need to be up there? And I was like, no, I'm good. I will meet when we get up there. And so it's like the sea of traffic of people just going up this escalator. And we get to the top and there was no way to go over there, which was the subway that we needed to take to get Rebecca to dance. You just had to keep going this way. So anyway, the great thing that happened, not great, but the neat thing that happened was that we were in front of the Twin Towers and they were rebuilding. And so we finally got together off of this place and we said, oh my gosh, guys, this is it. This is where it happened. And we started giving them the story and a gentleman came up who had been there. Mm. And he gave his story and showed pictures that he had. And anyway, all that to tell you that QuiltCon was exactly like that. I walked in and looked at everyone going downstairs and was like, I'm not sure if I want to do this again. It was crazy, but I was able to stay all day long. And so once you got through the first couple hours, people started leaving for lunch and people started doing other things. And so things got much less crowded in the afternoons. And then I started having a little bit more fun. I got to do make and takes and Rebecca got to come for the afternoon and she and I sat down and sewed together. And I mean, it was really a blast, but I'm thinking this H&H thing has 4 times as many vendors. And
glad it's you, not me.
And classes.
So I'll be taking classes and QuiltCon had classes as well. I just didn't get into them because I went so late. I registered so late. But I still got to do all this stuff. I mean, I am really looking forward to it. And then I'm also really I will be wearing my mask. I'm just paranoid. I have not. So I'm going to try and keep it that way. Anyway, so H&H is happening at the end of the month. And so Mom and Will be running the shop for me. Be kind.
Or bring kerosene.
It'll be fine. It'll be great.
It's not like we haven't done it before.
No, it'll be great. And we've got lots and lots of great support now with Marilyn and Dawn and
when you went
Shirley and
I was in charge.
Right. It's been great. So Grandma can run the shop all by herself. She doesn't need anybody else. All of us, we need somebody else. But Grandma, no, she's got.
No, I have.
She can take the whole thing. She used to be super nurse. Now she's super quilt store owner. So the rest of us just pitiful. So
Super Grover.
So that's what's happening at CW. So anything else? I better look at the.
I can't
Right.
think of anything. Oh yeah, wait. I had an idea because we've been doing these Thirsty Thursdays and we are enjoying our libation. I figured I should teach everybody that it is possible to drink without getting drunk, and you can do it all night long. You just have to drink off the other side of the glass.
Oh God.
It works every time.
And who gets clean up the mess?
Well, that's not my problem.
Grandma just said who gets to clean up the mess. So I don't know if you can hear her because she's way back over there. And let's see. Okay, the last thing. Let's see if we have anything else coming. So watch out for Sip and Stitch next Thursday. Watch out for the online events that are happening. The Hanky Challenge on Tuesday of next week, and
then everybody, if you haven't done so already, you probably won't be able to get to a place where you will be able to see the total eclipse of the sun. It will be the last one in America this century, I believe.
No.
Yep, I think so.
Miss it. Well, I won't miss it. I just won't get to see the full effect.
Yeah, well, we're in a 90% area.
Yeah.
Hannah is in a 98% area and is already planning to go south and get into the 100%. She's in Newfoundland, and it's gonna
So pray for clear weather.
Yeah, pray for clear weather, and then it's going to be at about 5 o'clock, which means this time of year it's probably going to be a little bit higher on the horizon, but not by much. because we're already past the equinox. But that means it's going to be relatively low in the horizon, and I just think that's going to be.
June 21st is that?
No, that's the solstice.
Oh, okay. That's the longest day of the year, though.
Grandma was like, no, that's June. No, that June is the solstice. So summer solstice, winter solstice, and then the fall and
Spring.
spring and vernal.
Equinox.
Aquanox.
Autumnal equinox.
And then the vernal equinox.
It's time to go before I embarrass myself.
I mean, that's sort of the point. But I've already decided on next month's.
Oh, yes.
Next month's. Are you going to be here? Are you going to be in Chicago?
Mm-mm.
Okay, I won't be drinking alone.
No.
Okay.
I'll be here.
I would have to have Kyla pick up their SO and come here, and and join me.
Yeah.
I found a cocktail called the Total Eclipse, and so we will be enjoying a Total Eclipse cocktail next month. I think that covers it.
I think so.
Think we got it? Okay.
I think so.
Well, that's a jam-packed month.
It is. But we're making up for last month. No worries. It's good. So thank you so much for joining us. If you made it all the way through, please do all that social media stuff. Like, subscribe, comment, share. And then join us. We're also trying to get emails. So if you are not on our emailing list, go to our website and you can sign up for our email list at www.quilt-n, the letter N, -code.com and get on our emailing list. That way you know what's coming. Every week we put out a email that will tell you what's coming online and what's coming in store and what our new fabrics and stuff are, so that you are always in the know. Yeah. And join us next Thursday for our flash sale event.
That's right.
Right?
And don't forget to spay and neuter your children.
Oh, jeez. Time to go. Bye, everyone.